So this garage was used to launch canvases during the 2024 election. I've got a lot of former yard signs for Harry's walls. With all the message that we had. We wanted a better future, and we didn't get it. And we also talk about freedom, but this is not the version of freedom we're gonna get. It's interesting because most labor movements supported Kamala, like AFL-CIO, everyone, like just a line behind her, in ways that have been unprecedented. But still, the average person, the average worker, did not vote for her. In 2016, when he got elected the first time, everybody was up in arms and ready to fight. And this one feels more, people are stunned, people are shocked, they're not moving. Some people are acting, but like very few. And what I hear over and over from folks everywhere in the state is that they need space to grieve.
Originaire de Suisse, Karine Asensio vit aux États-Unis depuis 20 ans. Elle est devenue citoyenne américaine et travaille pour le Parti démocrate du Colorado. Dans sa banlieue de Denver, elle pensait vivre le rêve américain. Mais avec beaucoup de ses voisins qui ont voté Donald Trump, elle s'interroge.
It's hard not to think of Nazi Germany and how Nazi Germany didn't happen overnight. It started with a lot of anti-Semitic tropes and racism, anti-LGBTQ sentiment, and I think I'm seeing a lot of parallels here. It's giving me a lot of pause, and I'm questioning my future in this country.
Avec 76% des votes à Kamala Harris, Denver est un de ces fiefs démocrates en rupture totale avec le pouvoir fédéral républicain. L'ensemble du Colorado a également voté Harris et le droit à l'avortement y a été sanctuarisé dans la constitution de l'État. Denver a la réputation d'être une ville ouverte, progressiste et tolérante. Beaucoup de SDF s'y sont réfugiés. Tous les lundis soirs, au pied de la mairie, il y a une distribution de repas et de vêtements. L'énergique Kelsang Virya est à la tête de l'association qui organise cela depuis 10 ans.
Right after the election and still going on now, we have an onslaught of folks that want to help out down here. I mean, and other mutual aid groups have said that too, because people want to do something, and doing it locally is the best way to overcome the grief of, or whatever you want to call it, the fear of what might be coming down the road.
Elle est atterrée par les premières nominations à Washington. Pour elle, le bulldozer capitaliste est en marche.
It's all about making money. And it's crazy the cabinet folks he's getting in. I mean, these are not the most qualified. What he's getting in a minute. You know, it's like, I can't even watch it anymore. What are they gonna do? Oh, they're gonna get rid of the Department of Education.
À quelques mètres de là, le marché de Noël vient de s'ouvrir, hommage à la culture germanique.
Yes, I'm very nervous about a lot of policies that are going to be set backward, like a lot of the environmental policies, women's rights. I'm pretty scared about that.
I'm more concerned about Ukraine and what this election is going to do for them.
À la tribune pour inaugurer le marché, Mike Johnston, le maire démocrate en rupture avec la politique fédérale. Il va même jusqu'à utiliser le terme de safe sûr, comme si le reste du pays ne l'était plus pour certaines communautés.
For many of us, it's a safe city, a vibrant city, an affordable city. We're looking for ways that we can work collaboratively with our neighbors, other cities or other parts of the state and the country. And so we'll keep focusing on the things that we can control, stay focused.
S'il y a bien un endroit qui illustre cette fracture entre les électeurs démocrates et républicains, c'est à quelques miles de Denver, au pied des Rocheuses, Boulder. 2/3 des habitants de cette ville universitaire ont voté démocrate et ils y cultivent un art de vivre privilégié, progressiste, disent-ils, sans avoir toujours conscience de la situation du pays.
It is divided, but but that's what elections are for, and that's democracy. You know, I don't live here for the political reasons. I live here for the outdoors and well-being of my own life and Indy's life.
That's what our son tells us. We live in a bubble. Yeah.
C'est pourtant dans cette bulle bobo qu'habite Jim Walsh, professeur d'université en sciences politiques. Il est presque gêné de nous accueillir dans la maison de sa compagne.
Housing cost is very high here, so there's not really much of a working class in Boulder, so I miss that.
Il préfère Denver, la ville où il a été candidat à la mairie en 2023, pour porter la voix des travailleurs.
Okay. My analysis of this election is it's all about class. 2/3 of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 2/3 of Americans. The disparity of wealth in the United States is worse than it's ever been. The Democratic Party used to have working class voters, you know, but when unions were stronger, when the Democratic Party really went to bat for low-income people, which hasn't happened anymore recently. Harris made a strategic decision to move her campaign to the center, and she was courting moderate Republicans when she should have been courting progressive voters and working class voters. And that was a strategic mistake.
Tous les jours, il fait la route vers l'université de Denver. En plus de ses cours, le dimanche, il y anime depuis 20 ans une troupe de théâtre un peu particulière, le Romero Theater Troupe.
The theater that we do is all about social and political issues. So we use the stage as a tool to provoke discussion about important issues that are at the forefront of our political debates.
Une pratique théâtrale, organic theater en anglais, où il n'y a pas de metteur en scène, pas de texte écrit à l'avance avec des acteurs amateurs, comme Michael Ford, un ancien étudiant de Jim. Pour lui, être là est déjà un acte de résistance à Trump.
It's a fight because the two forces are diametrically opposed. So he's coming from a position of strength and cruelty, where we are coming more from compassion, and we're thinking about our fellow Americans and people all across the world that are going to be affected by his administration and the agenda.
Les acteurs rejouent leur propre vie, comme Jeannette, venue du Mexique, symbole de la lutte pour les droits des immigrés. Lors du premier mandat de Trump, elle a été menacée d'expulsion alors que ses enfants sont américains. Sur scène, elle rejoue son arrestation.
Excuse me, roll the window down, ma'am.
I'm going my home.
Are you here illegally or legally?
I have my rights. I need to maintain my silence.
Step out of the car, please.
For what?
Turn around.
My kids waiting me in my home. My kids are very young. I only have 3 and 2 years. I need waiting in my home. And continue fight. It's 15 years. Continue fight my deportation. In this moment, I come back in the movement for fight for my community immigrants.
It's outside the box. It's a different kind of way of using theater, but it's very much rooted in the history of theater. Theater has always been a tool for challenging power structures, shaking the tree and hoping that something falls.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Donald Trump a fait campagne en utilisant le mot déportation. Des millions de migrants sont menacés d'expulsion alors que certains secteurs vivent grâce à eux.
When I woke up this morning, things were looking bad. Seemed like total silence.
Sorti de Denver, ce n'est plus le fief des démocrates.
May see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it lasts a long while.
Au pied des montagnes, des petites villes, le plus souvent à majorité républicaine, certains montrent leur choix de façon plutôt martiale. Le comté de Rio Grande, où se trouve Del Norte, a voté à 60% pour Donald Trump. Ce samedi soir d'automne, une semaine avant la fête de Thanksgiving, il fait plutôt frais à 2400 mètres d'altitude. Une soirée se prépare au café Trade & Post, tenu par Paul Fennell. C'est sa façon de s'engager politiquement.
The purpose of the event is for us to come together as a community and recognize those that have scarcity from a food perspective. In our valley, there are 1 in 4 people will be looking for social services to help them bring food on the table.
Qu'il ait voté démocrate ou républicain, pour Paul, l'essentiel est ailleurs.
Although we are divided politically, I think we're united around the sense of community and the sense and desire to show up for each other instead of show off our own opinions and appearances.
La soirée s'appelle Friendsgiving parce que l'on va y reprendre du John Prine, un chanteur de folk social et humaniste, comme le définit Paul.
Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away.
Now, why do we celebrate him here tonight? Because I ask each one of you, I challenge each one of you to think of yourselves as John Prine. Think of yourself as someone whose job it is to recognize the humanity in the people that are across from you. The person at the gas station, the bank teller, the person who's working at the thrift store, the people that you run into in your community, all have stories beyond their political affiliation, beyond the color of their hair, or how poorly groomed their beard is. Speaking personally here.
Au-delà de la résistance à Donald Trump, les participants affichent leur résistance face au risque de division né de l'élection. Beaucoup d'Américains ont choisi de s'engager plutôt au niveau local, celui de la community. Et c'est peut-être ce qui sauvera la démocratie américaine de ses démons.